today with this wedding makeup. This is a little bit more glamorous than what some people tend to go for. It has a little bit more of a heavier winged liner, but I think it is just gorgeous. It really puts your best features forwards, and the skin is just really glowy and healthy and fresh. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. It would mean the world to me, and it will show me that you guys like these types of tutorials. Also, don't forget to check the description box below for links to all of my social media stuff, including Snapchat. It's all down there, so go down there and check it out. Okay, so first things first is you want to create a base that's going to last a very long time. So instead of using a primer, what I like to use is a makeup finishing spray. This will actually still work as a primer, but it's going to really make your makeup last a very long time and just give you a beautiful canvas to work with. Foundation today, I feel a good coverage foundation that obviously doesn't look too cakey, and one that has very little to no SPF is a fantastic pick for wedding makeup. So I'm going to use my Graftobian HD Glamour Cream palette. So I'm going to do a little bit of subtle highlighting and contouring with this foundation palette. So I'm going to start off with the lighter shade on the palette, which is called Graceful Swan. Then I'm going to go in with this shade called Midnight Marigold. Now I'm going to go in with my actual foundation colour. I'm going to do a colour that is very slightly lighter, just because we've got the contouring in there and the lightness, and it's just going to help to meld it all together. I'm going to go in with the shade called Vixen. Start applying it on areas where there's no highlight or contour. And then what you want to do is, using circular motions, just start to buff that into your skin. Okay, so after that's all blended in, if you feel like you need a tiny bit more lightness or brightness underneath the eyes, what I like to use is my Physicians Formula Dark Circle Corrector. This is really good because it really is light diffusing, but it's not super creamy, so it's not going to move around on your face. So I'm going to go in with the light end and just apply this underneath the eyes. It is on a metal roller, so it's very cooling and soothing for your eyes as well. Instead of rubbing that in straight away, I'm just going to leave that on the skin to kind of set in, which makes the product last a bit better and you get more results out of the product. In the meantime, I'm going to do my eyebrows. So if you have eyebrows like me and you need to draw them on a fair bit, something that's very long lasting is going to be perfect for your wedding day. So I recommend the Too Faced Bulletproof Brows. I'm using the shade Universal Taupe. And honestly, it is definitely bulletproof. It is going to last. It's not going to budge. So now the kind of base outline of the eyebrows are done, I'm going to go in with this Pony Cosmetics No. 2 brow powder in the shade Palomino. So I'm just going to lightly fill in just with the powder. It just makes it look a lot more natural using a combination of powder and, say, pencil or pomade or something like that. That product that was under the eyes is pretty much all absorbed, so I'm just going to dust away any streaks that it may have left. And now, time for powder! I'm going to use this Physicians Formula Oh So Radiant Luminizing Powder. So it's completely up to you whether you want to be more matte or more glowy. I'm just loving glowiness at the moment, so I'm going to use this powder. Mainly going to focus under my eyes and like the high points of my face. The darker areas that we contoured, I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Mineral Airbrushing Bronzer. And just very lightly touch up that contour with a little bit of powder. It's going to make it slightly more intense, and because it was a cream contour that we did, it's going to help set it in and stop it from sliding around throughout the day. So I'm going to start off with some trusty sticky tape. Honestly, I would be lost without sticky tape. Almost every tutorial, I'm like, sticky tape, yes! So I'm just going to apply this onto the side of my eye. So eyeshadow primer today, I'm going to start off with my Essence I Love Stage eyeshadow base. For eyeshadows today, I'm going to start off with this beautiful foiled eyeshadow by Makeup Geek, and it's called In the Spotlight. And using more of a dense eyeshadow brush, I'm going to focus this colour on the inner portions of my eyes. The next shadow I'm going to take is slightly darker. It's called Grandstand. Again, it is another foiled eyeshadow from Makeup Geek. And I'm going to concentrate this mainly on the outer portion of my eyes. The next shadow I'm going to use is by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's called Morocco. It is also a matte eyeshadow. I feel the combination of matte and foiled looks beautiful together. I'm going to apply this into my crease. Lastly, taking a tiny bit of the shadow called Beauty Mark, which again is by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and again it's a matte shadow. Only using the smallest little bit, just literally going to pat that on that outer corner. Now I'm going in with a brow highlight. I'm taking my Urban Decay Naked 2 and using a combination of Foxy and Booty Call shadows. So onto eyeliner, I'm going to use my Napoleon Pettis China Doll Gel Eyeliner in the shade Equinox. What I'm going to do is basically trace along the outside of the tape and then work it in well to my lash line. I'll finish the liner once I remove the tape, so make sure you're happy with that line and then remove the tape. And I'm just going to do the same to the other side before I finish the liner, just so I can get this tape off my face. Okay, so now I'm just going to continue in and just working this, tapering it down to a smaller line towards my tear duct. So the mascara I'm going to use today is Arbonne's It's a Long Story mascara. You may want to consider a waterproof mascara if you're prone to getting a little bit teary. I hate getting waterproof mascara off, oh my gosh, so I just steer clear from it if I can. And then I'm going to trace the same shadows along my lower lash line. So start with that nice kind of peachy pink shadow and just really lighten that inner corner of your eye. Then the darker foiled shadow, and then the darkest shadow. So that is the eyes complete. I mean, of course you can go in with some liner on your lower lash line or even a peachy white liner to really make your eyes pop. I just feel that shadows on the lower lash line as opposed to liner is a little bit more softer, so it does depend on what kind of look you're going for. Okay, so I'm going to do the lips now and then we'll finish off with blush and highlighting. For lips, I'm going to keep them quite natural. It is, again, your personal preference whether you go for matte or glossy. Obviously, matte will, when you kiss, not really transfer, but glossy will. But again, it's your personal preference. I'm going to go for glossy because I like glossy and it makes your lips appear a bit fuller. So I'm going to use my Face of Australia Lip Definer in the shade Sugar Rose. And basically just outline and fill in my lips with this colour. And then the lip colour I'm going to use is like a lip lacquer gloss. It is the Argan Lip Stain from Silk Oil of Morocco in the shade Moroccan Romance. These do last really well and they just give you a beautiful glow to your lips. For blush today, I'm going to use my Arbonne blush in the shade Blossom. I like this one because it is fairly neutral, like it does give your skin the colour that it needs, but it's not like too overpowering or too glittery. It's just a beautiful shade. For highlighting today, I'm going to use my Chaos Makeup V& Rose number 2.
And I'm going to go to town.
So mainly on the high points on my face. I like to do a little bit above my brow bone, chin, above my cupid's bow, and a tiny bit on the tip of my nose. Here you have the finished look. I still feel it is quite natural, but it is just so glowy and so glamorous and just beautiful for our wedding day makeup. Of course, to finish off, you can use some additional makeup finishing spritz just to really lock all that in place, and that way you're not over powdering, so it's not going to go too cakey. I also recommend that on the day you have some mattifying oil papers. This is basically like oil control paper. It just sucks up any excess oil on your skin without affecting your makeup. Again, saves you from having to over powder so you don't look too cakey on your wedding day. This is from Essence and it's the All About Matte oil control papers. These are like $3 and you can put it in your bag or get one of your bridesmaids to have it in their bag for you. So yeah, definitely a must. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all and I will be seeing you guys in my next video. Enjoy the rest of your day and don't forget to smile. Bye!
Where'd it go? Oh my gosh. Oh, here it is. It's right in front of me. Wedding inspired makeup look.